Hi guys, this is a tutorial on how to cut fabric with the Cricut. So let's see how I go about that. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to cut fabric using your Cricut machine. And let's say you don't have the fabric sticky mat, then that is no problem. I'm going to show you how to do it using this standard grip mat. I am not paid or sponsored in any way, shape or form by Cricut. So I have cut this piece of fabric out using the Cricut, and I'll put a link in the description box down below of my Cricut homepage so you can get this pattern for yourself. So we all know about the transfer tape that you can purchase at your craft store, and I basically used a strong grip transfer tape. Now I cut it basically almost to 11 by 11 and I stuck it down onto my mat with the sticky side facing up, and it is really sticky. So that's the first step. I'm going to take my fabric and I'm going to place that right sides down onto the mat, and this helps to stick that fabric down very well. And obviously this is a really easy cutting path for the machine. I will generally probably do this particular pattern by hand normally, or if I can't be bothered that day, then I'll do it by the Cricut. But this is much more better when you're doing a bit more intricate designs. So let's say you wanted to cut out some of your English paper piecing pattern hexagons. I would probably do it this way because I couldn't be bothered to do all the cutting. Also, if you're doing some sort of like petal design out of fabric, this is another perfect reason to use your Cricut machine. So this is all nicely stuck, and I'm going to put it into my machine to cut out. So I'm going to load the mat into my machine, and I've been through all the instructions on the screen. So I have designed the design, and then I've told it that I am using medium fabrics like cotton. I'll show you my computer screen. So I have medium fabrics as a bookmark. So any time I use a certain type of material and I'm using it quite a lot, then I actually bookmark them onto my screen. So obviously you may not have yours bookmarked right now, so you can browse all materials and you can just type fabric into the search. So I'm just going to do that. So my computer's a little bit slow. And then here it actually comes out with all the different kinds of fabric as well. So there's everything from calico to cotton to denim. I haven't tried cutting denim yet, but that's interesting. So I have these already set. So I'm doing fabric, medium fabrics like cotton, and then I've pressed on the more button, and then it tells me to put my rotary blade in, which is already in the machine, and speed automatically set for this material. So I'm just going to click my flashing Cricut button over there and it's going to start cutting. So once all your settings are complete, you just press your Cricut button and then it'll start cutting for you. So I'm going to leave this running so you can see how long it actually takes for it to cut out this fabric. Now I'm not quite sure if you struggle with doing unboxed out corners. I find it easier to have them already cut out than having to fiddle with them. So it's just going to do these final two boxes and then it'll be done. So that was really quick. Now some people worry about the waste that the machine does, but I have a system where I will use these scraps anyway. I think some of them will probably end up going in my 2.5 scrap bin. So I'm going to peel this fabric off, and it does fray just a little bit. So I'm going to show you in real time what it looks like. So it just peels off. See how I've got this fraying? I just cut that off with some scissors. It's no problem. There you go, and I'll take it off here as well so you can see how much fraying has actually happened to the fabric. So gently take that off. And I'm going to take this transfer tape off as well so you can see how sticky that is and how easy that is to come away. So it comes straight off your mat. And if you have used the Cricut before for cutting fabric, it does dull the stickiness of your mat, because the fabric has like fuzz on it and stuff. So if you put it straight onto the mat, you're going to find that you're going to have to like re-glue it or whatever. And there are glues that you can re-glue them, but that is still a cost. And I know the transfer tape is a cost as well. But this is just another method, I guess, for getting that fabric to stay, because you don't really need any stabilizer or anything. Go. So it did come off in parts. There you go, that is all completely off the mat, and that is the fabric that is cut from the Cricut. So I hope that's really helped you. Once again, I'm not paid or sponsored to create this video. I think I purchased this from Michael's, but you can get it from Amazon. So this is the two-way glue that I use to restick my fabric mats. I'll put one coat on, let it dry, put another coat on, let that dry, and then it's ready to go. It doesn't take that long to actually restick these mats. We're using this glue. It's only good for fabric. I wouldn't suggest using any other material. So this is just fabric. I hope you've enjoyed watching this tutorial, and it's giving you some food for thought on how to cut fabric using your Cricut Maker. Mine's just a Maker, it's not a Maker free. And hopefully you will subscribe to my channel. I have over 500 sewing and quilting tutorials, and this is just one of them. So thank you for watching. Bye bye now.